They tried to erase humanity, but we never stopped. By the spoken chronicles, the war was never meant to last this long. The Vexari crushed entire planets with orbital furnaces, erased species with thought fire and bio-scrubbers. They didn't conquer, they cleansed. When humanity stood against them, the galaxy didn't laugh, it sighed. Another race choosing defiance. Another brief rebellion. They'll scream, then burn, then vanish. But humans didn't scream. We gritted our teeth, and we dug in. The Vexari expected us to break after they burned Mars. Instead, we rebuilt under the ash. They expected surrender after Luna cracked. Instead, we wore pieces of it as armor. They expected silence after the Sol net collapsed. Instead, we started sending messages by hand across stars on jury-rigged drives. They erased us from the maps, and that's exactly when the tide turned, because they stopped watching. And that's when humanity thrives, when you stop watching. The war stretched on. Years turned to decades, decades blurred into something longer. Vexari Command asked, how are they still fighting? There was no single answer. Some fought with plasma rifles, some fought with knives, some fought by hiding data inside starlight, whispering across dimensions until someone else picked it up. And some fought just by surviving, digging, running, remembering, no matter how many colonies fell. Someone always made it out, always. The Vexari began to notice. Systems they purged flickered back to life. Dead moons launched ships. Broadcasts they'd silenced returned louder. One day, one of their dreadships received a message it couldn't decrypt, not because it was complex, but because it was emotional. A child's voice. My parents died on Titan. I don't hate you, but I'm still here. And I'll be here tomorrow. Vexari analysts began to panic. They ran simulations. They all said the same thing. Humanity cannot win. But they also cannot be erased. They are incompatible with extinction. And the models broke down, not from error, from exhaustion, because every projected end required one thing, that we stop, and we didn't. In the final battle, when the last Vexari fleet entered the Sol graveyard to eliminate the remnants, they didn't find an army. They found a trap older than the war, woven from black holes, gravitic nets, and patience. A weapon that took generations to charge, not to destroy the enemy, to erase the concept of winning. It fired once, and when it was over, the Vexari were still alive. But they'd lost the war, because they finally understood we didn't need to win, we just needed to outlive them.